We're on page 21, and here's some info that they gave us. They said, hey, the function has the point 1, 2. The first derivative is this, and then what Tatum didn't see yesterday, Tatum, this is just saying, what's the second derivative? Weird. So if that's the first one, can we just take the derivative of that to get the second derivative?
Yeah.
We can do that. All right. They already took the first derivative. That was nice. So the first derivative was y cubed plus 3. Guys, what do you think the second derivative would be? Love that you remember that dy dx. 3y squared dy dx. That's it, right? Because the derivative of 3 cancels out. And then they said, well, hey, what is that second derivative when x is 1? Can I plug an x in here? I don't even have an x here. What would I plug in for that y? Yeah, they actually gave us some more info up there. So my y is going to be 2. What could I plug in for my dy dx? Nice. He's like, dude, they gave it to us right over here. They said dy dx is y cubed plus 3. So I can replace my dy dx with a y cubed plus 3. And then I can go put my y in again. Really thought that was a harder question. And we would get 3 times 4 times 8 plus 3 is 11. Did I do this right? 3 times 44. 44 times 3, 4, 8, 12, 13, 132. Deal?
Yeah.
Yeah. This question is from AP Classroom. It's a 3-6 quote-unquote topic question. So this kind of is putting a lot of different things in together. This is putting a lot from Unit 3 in together. So here we go. So Tatum, again, this is a little new lingo. They gave us some tables of values of G, and then f function as the 0.32. They said f prime is this, and then how we say this, Tatum, is what's f double prime. And we get a calculator. Exactly. So you guys, we're going to get a calculator, and we're definitely going to use it. Okay, you guys, I want to remind you that our calculator will find a derivative for you. If they gave us f prime, do you agree I just have to take the derivative of f prime to get f double prime?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're all going to go to our calculators. We're going to just go to that home screen. And on that home screen, I'm going to say, I want math 8. I want the derivative of that f prime function, which was x cosine of e to the x. And where do we want that derivative? When x is what?
Sine of 2.
Nice. Cooper seeing this right here. They're saying they want the second derivative when x is the sine of 2. Make sure that you are in radians. So they just graphed a straight line. That's funny that I actually did this on the graph. Hilarious. They graphed a straight line, and if you traced anywhere, my x changes, but what's my y? Negative 2.173. Is that right? So my second derivative at sine of 2 is negative 2.173. Okay, this is putting some more stuff together. Now, what about h is this function here? They want us to find h prime. What does this function have with it going on? Do you think we're going to need product rule, quotient rule, or chain rule with that? Chain rule. We've got an outer and an inner, and then really another inner. Oh my gosh. So we're going to use chain rule. I want to find h prime of x in terms of x and not 1.5 yet. Take the derivative of the outer. What's the derivative of that outer? G prime, leave the inner. F of 2x times the derivative of that inner. This is my, yeah, he says, okay, I got to go take the derivative of my outer, which was now f prime, leave that guy's inner, which was 2x, perfectly said Ritz, times the derivative of 2x, which is 2. Sheesh. Okay, you guys, at this point, we can go plug in my 1.5. So I'd say, all right, h prime of 1.5 is g prime of f of 2 times 1.5. Bob, I guarantee, is not writing 2 times 1.5. He's just putting in a 3 there, and I support it. Yes, mister.
Test, do we have to put h prime of 1?
You don't have to.
Okay.
No, you don't have to.
Because I know we had to do that it was for limits.
Oh, yeah. Limit notation. Biscuit did not like limit notation. Again, you guys could shorthand this. 2 times 1.5, we could totally jump to being 3. But I just, am a step shower. Because now it's what comes first now? What do I look at first here? Oh, this is really sloppy. Does anyone know what that's supposed to be? Yeah, it's like almost looks like a treble clef. Oh gosh. So what are we doing first down here in this red? What do we got to attack first? G prime, but of what? Yeah, I'm going to replace this f of 3 with something. This is what we got to attack first. What is f of 3? Do we know?
-4.
Isn't it 2? That's a G. Yeah, what's up, Bobby?
Do we have to go further since there's still variables?
Since there Here we go. G prime of 2. Do we know what that is? G prime of 2 is -3 times 3 cosine of e to the 3rd times 2. I would just leave it there, Bob, okay? Here we go. Ooh, the inverse. So it says write the equation of the tangent line of the inverse of G when x is -2. So, you guys, if x is -2, if the inverse has when x is -2, what would the actual function of G? What would the function G? The y would be -2, right? With functions, their inverses change. Do we know what the x is of G if the y is -2?
3.
Of G, if the y is -2, you agree that x is 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So the inverse would have the point -2,
3.
3. Yeah? Okay. So, because they want the equation of a tangent line, and that just means point slope form.
Okay.
So we need a slope and we need a point. Well, you just came up with that point because they want the equation of the tangent line. So here's my point. Let me say how we did that one more time. Of the inverse when x is -2, the function will have a y value of -2 because the points go back and forth. And what do we remember about their slopes? Their slopes are reciprocals too. So if I found G of 3's slope, would I know the inverse's slope? It'd be the reciprocal. What is G of 3's slope? Yeah, so I could say G prime of 3 is -4, right? Isn't that right over here? G prime of 3. G prime of 3 is -4. So what would the inverse's slope be at -2?
4.
It'd be -1/4. Right, Koopy?
Yeah.
Perpendicular slopes are opposite reciprocals, but these inverse slopes are just reciprocals. So now I can go put that info in. Whoa, now I can go put that info in that we got my point, y minus 3 equals my slope, x plus 2. Ava C, need anything, girlfriend? Last one, and then I'm going to let you guys explore. This point lies on the curve. Yeah, we don't care about this.